today's video, we're going to talk about narcissistic mothers and how they deal with empty nest syndrome. Stay tuned to find out more. I'm Athena. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you are new to my channel, please feel free to click on the subscribe button if you would like to receive notifications for any new videos that I upload. Now, today's video focuses on a narcissistic mother and how this mother deals with empty nest syndrome. It is very common for most mothers to feel sad when their children finally grow up and leave home, because suddenly their role as a mother comes into question. But the reality is that they are still a mother. They are just a mother from a distance. When the child moves out, the mother will have more time to herself and she will not need to dedicate all her time to her children anymore. And this frees up a lot of time. So the mother has more time to think, more time to worry, more time for maybe some uncomfortable feelings to surface. Now, narcissistic mothers, as we have talked about in previous videos, are very controlling over their children. Some of them can infantilize their children and some of them can be very overbearing mothers. So they will parentify their children. Now, in both scenarios, the narcissistic mother has an unhealthy relationship with her child. She lacks empathy. She isn't accountable for any bad behavior. She finds it really hard to apologize for any emotional immaturity. She will gaslight her children, manipulate her children, and she will use her children to meet her own needs. She sees her children as an extension of herself. So when the child finally leaves home, the narcissistic mother will struggle with this more than a healthy mother. Narcissistic mothers will find the empty nest phase especially debilitating. The thing is, narcissistic mothers find it really hard letting go of their children, particularly when there are blended families. Narcissists generally have a strong desire for control and for admiration. So her children will no longer be at home to satisfy her needs for admiration. So she will constantly call them and become very overbearing. She will need her children more than her children may need her. And of course, this has always been the case, right? Narcissistic mothers need more than their children. They don't allow their children to have needs. They don't allow their children to be children. They are overbearing on one hand. They can infantilize the children on the other hand. Every time the child does something to move forward, to grow, the narcissistic mother will be envious of this and will do things to sabotage the child's development, the child's progress. Now, when the child leaves home and possibly meets a new partner, the narcissistic mother will not find this comfortable because she will see the new partner as a threat to their relationship. Because the narcissistic mother believes that the new partner is influencing her child against her in most cases. She will be really uncomfortable with the new partner because she will think that that new partner is taking her son or daughter away from her. Now, this is especially common with a narcissistic mother and her son. Some narcissistic mothers have such an enmeshed, dysfunctional relationship with her son that when the son finds a partner, that partner will be a threat. The narcissistic mother will do everything in her power to sabotage that relationship because she will feel like she's in competition with the new partner. Now, we've got to remember that the narcissist's ego is closely tied to their role as a parent. So when the children leave the nest, it will feel like a personal rejection or a personal failure. And this will cause the narcissist a lot of emotional turmoil. And what you will see in most cases is that the narcissistic parent will resort to certain manipulation tactics in order to maintain control or keep their children close to them. The struggle for the narcissistic mother is not just about missing the children. It is a deeper issue which is tied to the mother's identity and to the mother's self-worth. Narcissistic mothers usually equate their children's achievements and presence in the family with their own success and their own value. So when the empty nest phase happens, it is extremely difficult for the narcissistic mother to handle it. Narcissistic mothers will struggle with not being able to influence their children's daily lives anymore. And when the new partner comes along, the narcissistic mother will get very jealous. So if you are a son of a narcissistic mother, your narcissistic mother will probably be treating your partner really badly. She will probably be sabotaging your relationship by saying bad things about your partner. She will constantly create problems. So please be aware of this. Now, there is, of course, the other scenario where the narcissistic mother will become very distant from her adult child. So on one hand, they will really struggle with empty nest syndrome, but on the other hand, they will really not care. If you had a mother who was very neglectful, who wasn't in touch with her emotions, didn't validate your emotions, and wasn't really there for you in your childhood, well, this isn't necessarily going to get better when you're an adult. And when you leave home, this relationship may become even more distant. Now, there are only certain narcissistic mothers that struggle with the empty nest syndrome, not all of them. Now, if you actually have a narcissistic mother who really struggled when you left home, I would also love to hear what you went through, how you dealt with this sort of situation, and how your mother treated you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me at courageisallyouneed@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening and for watching today, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.